Hello students, welcome back to the geography class. In the previous class, you have learnt how to mark mountains on the map. In this class, we shall learn how to mark plateaus, plains, coastal lines, rivers and water bodies. As we have already learnt that all marking should be done in capital letters and we have to use arrows wherever necessary. Arrowhead must point towards the feature. Now we will see the guidelines for marking plains, plateaus and desert. First one, plains and desert are to be marked in yellow color. You have only one plain, that is Indo-Gangetic Plain, and one desert, that is Great Thar Desert, that should be marked in yellow color, whereas coastal plains must be marked in green color. Plateaus must be marked in orange color. The extent of plains, plateaus and desert should not exceed the limit. The coastal plains must be marked along the full coastal line. On the basis of the guidelines, let's mark plains, plateaus and desert on the map. Let's begin with Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is located below the Tapi River. And in southern part of India, as we know that in the western part we have Western Ghats and in the eastern part we have the Eastern Ghats. And the Deccan Plateau lies between these two Ghats. That means to say that Deccan Plateau is located below Tapi River and between Western and Eastern Ghats. Then we have Chota Nagpur Plateau. The Chota Nagpur Plateau area actually covers whole Jharkhand. It is located near to Damodar River. Next is Thar Desert. Thar Desert must be located in the western part of Rajasthan. It should be shaded with yellow color. In case Indo-Gangetic Plain is asked, you must start marking from the area from Pakistan border covering Ganga Yamuna and its tributaries up to West Bengal. And it must be colored yellow. If only Gangetic Plain is asked, then you have to mark only Ganga and its tributaries up to Bay of Bengal. Remember, cover only relevant areas. Next is Coastal Plain. Coastal Plain must be marked in green color. On the western side of India, we have Konkan Coast that starts from Gujarat. Then comes Canara Coast. Then Malabar Coast. Malabar Coast extends till Kanyakumari. Towards east, we have Coromandel Coast. It starts from Kanyakumari and runs up to River Krishna. Then we have Northern Sircars, which starts from River Godavari and runs up to River Mahanadi. Now let's see the guidelines for marking rivers and water bodies. All rivers and water bodies must be marked in blue color, preferably sky blue color. Labeling should be done at the upper curve of the river and not under it. Suppose if you are not able to name the river on the map, you can use arrows. Gulf, strait and lakes must be shown with an arrow in blue color. So let's start marking rivers on the map. I'll start with South India. First river is River Kaveri. Labeling should be done at the upper curve of the river. Second is Tungabhadra River. I have used arrow to label the river. Third is River Krishna. Fourth is River Godavari. Towards west, we have two rivers. First one is Tapi, River Tapi. Next is River Narmada. Towards east, we have River Mahanadi. Now we have finished all South Indian rivers. Now let's move on to the North Indian rivers. Starting with Indus. Next is Jhelum. Next we have river Satluj. Then we have river Yamuna, river Ganga, river Gomti, river Ghagra. Then we have river Chambal, river Betwa, river Son, river Damodar. Lastly, we have Brahmaputra river. While marking Brahmaputra river, you should be very careful. You have to mark the river that enters India. Now let's mark water bodies on the map. We'll start with Wular Lake. Wular Lake is located just above Jhelum river. Towards eastern side and just below Mahanadi river, you can see a small bulge, and that is Chilka Lake. Then comes Gulf of Kutch. Before that, we should know the meaning of Gulf. Gulf refers to large inlet from the ocean into the landmass. Gulf of Kutch is located in the state of Gujarat. It is an inlet of the Arabian Sea along the west coast of India. Then comes Gulf of Khambat. Gulf of Khambat is also known as the Gulf of Cambay. It is located in the state of Gujarat. Then comes Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar is a large shallow bay which lies between the western coast of Sri Lanka and southeastern tip of India. Next is Park Strait. Strait refers to narrow passage of water connecting two seas. Park Strait is an inlet of Bay of Bengal between southeastern India and northern Sri Lanka.